Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach this truth. This 144% truth and are the true leaders of Israel. And Shalom to the hopeful elect, the one third of men, women, and children that consists of you so called blacks, native, and Hispanics, so called. To you I say Shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And the title of this lesson is In My Father's House There Are Many Mansions. Alright, my first precept is Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 8. Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. And that's right, man. A lot of our problems in society is because everybody's too close to each other. There's too many cultures intermingled with each other. The Most High separated the nations for a reason. Even plants aren't supposed to be mixed into the same pot in the same parts of the field. If you start to mix plants, disease comes in the soil, when the plant starts to rot. Just like people, if you mix cultures together, people get confused, and the land becomes full with sin. And this is what's happening now. A lot of people lost love in their heart towards each other because their neighbors aren't their neighbors. Now, now, oftentimes you hear people talk about the earth is overpopulated or there's not enough resources for everybody. That's false. There's an infinite amount of resources. The earth replenishes itself. And there's also, the earth is bigger, a lot bigger than people think. There's space for everybody on this planet. And I'm going to prove that. Alright? People just say the earth is overpopulated to give them a reason or excuse for their bloodlust so they can start killing off people. Mostly you Israelites, man. That's the main goal. To wipe you guys out so they can inherit the earth for themselves. But that's not going to happen. And when I say Israelites, I'm not talking about race. Race does not exist. Race is a Western philosophy. The Most High doesn't deal with people by race. He deals with people by nationalities. Now, if you're part of a nation, you literally could be any color. So it has nothing to do with the color of your skin or your race that the so-called white man put upon you. There's no such thing as white people. There's no such thing as black people. It's nations of people. Now, before I get off topic, let's go back to the amount of space on Earth. This I pulled from a website and it does the calculation of how much space everybody has on the planet Earth. Alright? And I quote, the total land surface of the surface area of Earth is about 57 million square miles, of which 24% is mountainous and 33% is desert. Alright, so it's saying 57% of the Earth is inhabitable. People can't live there. I guess that includes Antarctica too, but we'll see. All right. Bum bum bum. Subtracting the uninhabitable 57% from the total land area leaves 24 million square miles, or 15 billion acres of habitable land. All right. There's 15 billion acres of land for everybody on the earth to live on. All right. Now, if you divide this figure by the current human population of 7 billion, it's a little bit more than that now. You get about 2.3 acres per person. All right? That's not per family, that's per person. That's how much space is on Earth, man. The people that tell you this place is overcrowded are lying to you. It's not. They just want to push vaccines to kill you off, push policies to throw you in jail, push homosexuality so you could genocide your own people. That's all it is, man. Now, once the kingdom is established, there's going to be no more death. There's going to be no more pain. There's going to be no more sickness, right? So if there's no death, pain, or sickness, your population numbers are only going to multiply. Over time, They say populations doubles every 50 years. You can expect the population to double. All right, so it's gonna be a need for a lot of space. Now, granted, in the kingdom, eventually a group of people will be exterminated, so that will save some space. But let's see where we're gonna get other space from. This is John chapter 14 and verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Right? So we know that the Most High lives in the heaven of heavens. So heaven usually references the sky. The heaven of heavens references outer space. So the Most High lives above the heaven of heavens. So now, outer space is technically the Most High's house, and Earth is in outer space. So when you say there are many men, when Yahushua says there are many mansions in his Father's house, a mansion is a large inhabitable space or house, right? So if there's many large inhabitable houses in the Most High's house, what is he talking about? He's talking about planets, right? The earth is a house. It houses people. The Most High house has many, you could call them subdivisions, right? So now, let's see what these scientists say, what they say about how many houses are up there. But first, I want to get a definition of the word galaxy. Alright, galaxy is a noun. It means a system of million or billions of stars together with gas and dust held together by gravitational attraction. Alright, so one galaxy is a system of millions or billions of stars. Now, they consider the sun a star, and the star is the center of the solar system. So now, if you have millions of stars, you have millions of solar systems. Billions of stars, billions of solar systems, which it means billions of planets. Now, let's say there's one inhabitable planet per solar system. That's billions of planets. All right. So, and we're gonna have the ability to travel outer space. Nobody has been in outer space yet. All right. Nobody's been outside the firmament. But once Yahushua comes and establishes the kingdom, Lord willing, we're part of that number. We're going to have access to the chariots. So now the chariots are what are so-called UFOs. Now, once we have access to those, we'll be able to traverse the universe. But let's just keep this definition in mind. A galaxy is a system of millions of billions of stars. All right? This is a Forbes article from 2 years ago, and it says, this is how we know there are 2 trillion galaxies in the universe. Alright? And here they have a picture of multiple galaxies, but it's all false. But we'll see. But I brought this out to show that it's not proof, but hey, the Most High said so Esau is wiser than Daniel. So there are things they do know. So if this is correct, and there are over 2 trillion galaxies in the universe, now remember, one galaxy is potentially billions of stars. So if there are 2 trillion galaxies, there are billions of inhabitable planets. And if there are billions of inhabitable planets, Israel's gonna take over the universe, man. And that's crazy. Lord, when we're part of that number, we're really about to be Super Saiyans, man. And this is why it's a blessing to be part of Yasharallah. It's a blessing to have the Most High as our God, as our power, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai really blessed us, man. But we turned our back on him. And we were cursed. Well, we got to do what we got to do to turn these curses around and inherit our blessing, man. So we can magnify the Most High. Alright? But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to the hopeful elect and the one third of Israel, you men, women, and children who follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. All right. Shalom.